This is building vertical communities and connecting with end users. Looks like we still have a few people trickling in, but that's all right. We're going to go ahead and start. So I want to thank you all for coming, and of course we want to thank the SSP for inviting us to speak with you here today. Again, the title of our session is Building Vertical Communities and Connecting with End Users. We have three really terrific speakers here today who will be presenting, and then we hope to have a lively discussion, including plenty of time for your questions as well. My name is Toby Plewak. I work in the online division at Publishing Technology, where I'm involved in client strategy and product management for our hosting platforms, Ingenta Connect and Pub2Web. And I'll be the moderator here today. So what do we mean by vertical communities? Well, a vertical market is not a new idea. Vertical market is any market where demand stems exclusively from a specific audience or demographic. So sort of the opposite of marketing to a general audience. It's a very customer-focused strategy. So publishers can be thought of as a vertical, scholarly publishers, physicists, engineers within there, and even within those verticals, there are smaller verticals. And again, it's a very customer-focused strategy. And the internet, from its inception, has always been about connecting people, and really originally it was all about connecting researchers and helping people communicate and collaborate. When I started my career as a web developer at Houghton Mifflin in the late 90s, the World Wide Web was still pretty new, but already proving to be a very powerful tool for connecting people around narrow interests or verticals through bulletin boards and listservs. And by the time I officially joined your ranks in scholarly publishing in 2006, when I started it in new product development at the New England Journal of Medicine, Web 2.0, Web 2.0 and social web were happening in full force. Facebook was 2 years old, and social media and the online community have been topics of discussion at SSP conferences ever since. Through online communities, scholarly publishers have had an opportunity to go beyond marketing to verticals and actually engage directly with their audiences in the verticals that they serve. And publishers have been doing that. We've learned a great deal from doing that. We've had some success and creating online communities and engaging with our audiences. And it brings rewards, but it also brings significant challenges. On Tuesday night, we had an event for some of Publishing Technology's clients that came here to Boston for SSP, and we were lucky to have Joe Rickert from Olive Software come and speak to us. And he shared some stories from when he was at O'Reilly Media, which has been incredibly successful at engaging their audience in online communities. And he reminded us that community is hard. You don't wake up one day and have it. If you build it, they probably won't come. It takes more than that. So on that note, I'm going to pass it over to our speakers who will provide us with some insight into how we can build a community and engage that audience, make sure that they come, make sure that they keep coming back. And I think really importantly, once you have the audience there, what do? You can communicate, you can start discussions. Can you also promote content and drive discovery and increase usage on our websites, which is really what we're trying to do. So let me introduce our speakers. We have Paul Ginnessy from the American Institute of Physics. He's the strategy manager and website director of the most influential and closely followed physics magazine in the world, Physics Today. Paul is responsible for the strategic direction of Physics Today's online presence, which he has played a significant role in building over the last 14 years. Paul is an innovative thinker and is always interested in finding new ways to connect with Physics Today readers online, and he's going to tell us about some of those efforts today. We also have Daniel Smith. Daniel is the head of academic publishing at the Institution of Engineering and Technology. Daniel has more than 25 years of publishing experience, including stints at Reed Elsevier, Woodhead Publishing, and EarthScan. Among his many responsibilities at the IET, Daniel is responsible for online program management, new product development, and online content strategy. And today, Daniel is going to talk to us about the IET's My Community website, a social platform devoted to connecting engineers and forming communities. And last but not least, we have Michael Cairns, the Chief Executive Officer of Publishing Technology. Until recently, Michael was the COO of our online division. Michael has spent 20 years in digital publishing, including pivotal roles at Shared Book and Wolters Kluwer Health. He's consulted and managed organizations deep in the transition from traditional print-based media to online delivery. And Michael's going to talk about a research study that we conducted in the PCG group at Publishing Technology, the Publishers Communication Group. And that was a research study on online communities that was recently conducted and so I'm going to hand it over to Michael now, and he'll kick things off for us.